So Jamie, you good, bro?
Yep, all good.
So yes, Hunter, you going to kick us off?
Never in doubt, eh, Leon? Comfortable with that?
No, well, never in doubt. Yeah, yeah. Look, I suppose it's the finish was really good. I thought the guys take control at the end there and put a lot of pressure on and stay calm and get the job done. Ultimately, was pleasing, and plenty of other things that we can look at as well. That's probably needs a little bit of fine tuning, but we come against a very passionate and proud Moana team that threw everything they had at us, and I thought they were outstanding tonight. And 80 minutes they were relentless and hung in there. We got a lead and they just hung in there, and then they just kept coming. And they should be pretty proud of the performance they put in there, because it's put us under a lot of pressure.
Dogs, what did they do out there in the heat of the battle? What did it feel like they did to kind of unsettle you so much?
I think they stacked their moments right. They stacked moments until we couldn't really stay with them. They got into our half. I felt they had more position than us. I don't know the stats, but I think felt like it was out there. They had more position, and when you have the ball, that's when you get points. And I think they were doing that well, and they were holding on to it. But I can't fault the effort from our guys just through those defense phases, just getting back up and tackling. So. And Moana really brought it to us today, and credit to them. It was a great match.
Well, you looked at quite a lengthy conversation with the referee at one stage. What was the point of concern?
I keep that between me and him. I keep that between me. Yeah. No, we're just finding some common ground. Yeah.
Leon mentioned the lead that you had. I think they scored 22 unanswered points. What was the observation?
Discipline. Like we were just getting pinged, and we just weren't able to get our hands on the ball. And if we did get the hands on the ball, it was exiting out of our 22 or even 15 metres out. So we had no real ability to attack for a long period of time, and penalties, and we're getting frustrated. I could hear through the comms, players were starting to get a little bit frustrated out there, and we just lost our composure for a period there. So, the injection of Finn and Reeks, some guys with a bit of leadership helped, I think, and helped Dolts, who sort of were buried in the heavy work to try and support. Losing Baz, another leader, late, probably that extra sort of game driver / leadership probably showed as well.
I'm just wondering, a couple of big shots in there. What was the physicality like outside of that?
I'd probably put that up with a test match. Physicality. Moana, I think every team agrees that when you study Moana, that's a cornerstone of their team is physicality. And they hang in games purely sometimes because of their physicality, and it's a credit to them. They're physical boys, they're big boys, and they want to get into that dirty stuff. So we knew it was going to be coming, and I think it got the best of us at times, and showed it was right at the end. We just got over the line. So credit to Moana, their physical bloody side.
Don, just following on from that, there was a scrap at the end. Can you talk us through that?
I think it's just heat of the moment stuff. It's a physical sport, and tensions are high when you're going, when you're smashing each other. So I think at the end there, I think there's a few words were said, but I think it's good for the game. It builds tension, and I reckon it builds a bit of rivalry as well, because two Auckland teams, we know it's going to be good for the future. So there was nothing in there. It was just a few words said and a bit of pushing and shoving.
Yeah, agreed. It's good for the game. Do you think though this could spark a really intense rivalry between you guys?
Yeah, 100%. I think, and especially I know personally, I know a few of those boys off field pretty well. So, going into that game, some I probably was a bit personal for them. Going into it, I try to have the mindset where, you do your job up front. Then once you do that, you execute, you go on to the next job. But you could see that a lot of those Moana players, have been through our system as well, and it was personal for a lot of them. So I think, there's going to be a rivalry that's probably strengthened from today going forward.
Leon, how does this place you going into this game against the Crusaders, which there's a lot riding on it? it's fair to say, you know, it'll be a different lineup, but you don't really take much momentum in, do you?
I don't think it really has a big impact on next week's game. I think we'll be ready to go. We'll make some key changes in key positions, obviously, and that's going to help. You know, in some of the play that we're unhappy with, I think was a little bit of lack of experience in certain positions. So, yeah, the pack got through some pretty decent work today. I thought the scrum, you know, obviously did a good job in Fiji last week. It was strong again today, and there's lots of parts of our line-up function pretty well, bar one, you know. So it wasn't all doom and gloom. Our discipline, which has been really good all year, all of a sudden become poor. And that's something we can fix up pretty quickly because we know we can get that right.
Was Bowden more precautionary? Will he be right for next week?
Yeah, he should be fine. Yeah, he's just feeling a little bit tight in his Achilles, and makes everyone a bit nervous when you start reporting, you know, a bit of tightness here, and yeah, he should be fine.
How'd you feel Suafo when that
Yeah, look, I'm probably, you know, solid. I you know, some good carries, some good contacts. Tough position, you know, and he's been versatile. He's played lock 6 and 8 for us now, so he's adding some massive value there, and got through some decent work again tonight. So yeah, he's become a pretty invaluable part of our pack.
Dalton, given the way the game had gone, how concerned were you in those last few scrums that a bit of a try or a try wasn't going to come?
Yeah, you know, tensions are high in those moments, but it's the experience you bank on when, you know, you look around and we got quality players that have been around the game for you know, for years, and you look towards them, and you know, those guys, you know, offer big shift from him, you know, controlling the scrum, and then we had, you know, guys like Aki, Reeks, you know, controlling, you know, just the tensions in those crucial moments. So, you know, in those moments, I think everyone's human and tensions get high, but we banked on our experience that we knew we knew the moment in front of us, and we had to be present, and we knew that, you know, 2 yellow cards, opportunities to go through the mass scrum time.
Last couple of games.
What about you, Leon, when Anisi went in the corner, there's about 10 minutes remaining, and you're lining it up with a potential 8-point lead? How are you feeling?
Yeah, we weren't feeling great in the box, to be fair. Yeah, it's starting to sweat. But you know, we just had to nail the next job and kick off well, and compete well, and we got there in the end, you know. And there's lots of parts of our game that we can tidy up. It wasn't a polished performance, but it's 4 points. In a week's time, the table will see 4 points, and that's the main thing. And I think we've lost some games by playing pretty well, and we've got no points, so I'm quite happy at the moment.
Leon, just a word on Moana. I mean, haven't won a game all year, and I guess if you looked at the table, you would go, they're also Rans. But what would you say about what they bring to this competition?
Well, there's nothing about also Rans tonight. I thought they were fantastic tonight. I thought the physicality, endeavour, you know, they some trick plays. I thought they competed and never gave in, and showed massive passion and heart, and you know, they should be very proud. Their fans and should be very proud as well. And they're all but today, so you know, they should be take some good confidence going to the end of the season. I'm sure they can tip someone else up.
Will you get Patrick or anyone else back next week?
Yeah, Patrick's looking really good. So he had a good run around today, so he's starting to look more likely.
So,
Thanks, guys.
thanks, Leon. Thanks, Phil.